Hi, Erica. Thank you so much for coming in today and taking some time out of your day to speak with me. Can you tell me a little bit about why you decided to come in and why it is that you felt like you needed to talk with me?
Yeah, sure. So I kind of just came because I wanted to get some advice about my new relationship. Um, it's been kind of serious, and we kind of fight very often, I would say. Um, we've been dating for a year, like on and off, but my main concern is that like we fight often.
Okay. Well, that's definitely something that I can talk through with you and um, give you a little bit of advice the more that I learn about it. But I want to start off by just letting you know that this is a safe space and this is a place that you can be vulnerable with me if you need to, as much as you're willing to be. Please don't feel pressured or like you need to share any more than what you're comfortable with sharing. So that being said, we do honor a level of confidentiality. However, if you tell me something that puts yourself or another person at risk, that confidentiality agreement will have to be compromised. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I get it.
Okay, good. Okay, so tell me a little bit about what that fighting pattern is between you and your boyfriend and what it is that kind of like caused you to come in today.
Yeah, I guess the fights that like that's what stresses me out is the way that he fights with me. When we disagree about something, he just never like tells me why he's mad or anything, but instead he'll like yell at me and he'll insult me like really, really ugly. I really do love him, so I want to figure out how to fix this and how to figure it out and better communicate with each other so I don't make him mad anymore. His yelling is getting more aggressive and more, it's just scary, and he insults me and he makes me feel dumb and ugly. I don't know, it's just that I know it's not healthy for our relationship, so I want to figure out ways to stop like this and stop feeling so mad at the way he treats me, but I also want to work on like, I don't really know, I just want to work on him knowing the right way to treat me, you know?
Sure, yeah, that's completely understandable, and honestly, it sounds like such a challenging thing to have to be dealing with, and I completely understand how you could be frustrated with it. It makes complete sense, and why you would need guidance on that, because that's not something that every human just instinctively knows how to deal with. So I want to compliment you on kind of recognizing that you needed some guidance with that and coming in and taking action on getting the help that you felt like you needed to help work through the relationship. So if you could tell me a little bit more about that aggression that you said that your boyfriend sometimes has been like exhibiting, that you've been noticing, and then I could kind of help you a little bit more if I knew more about the situation.
Okay, yeah. I feel like it more comes from, like, he gets really jealous when I talk to other guys.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, and I know that he, like, when it comes to other guys, he'll, like, shout and he'll get really angry, and he throws his hands in the air, like, really dramatically. And one time, the last time that we were arguing, it was because I had to do a project with a guy for class, and, I mean, that should be acceptable,
Yeah.
you know, like, it happened.
Mm-hmm.
And, I got really scared because his hands like got really close to me, and I felt like he was gonna hit me. I felt very scared, and he kind of just hit the branch next to me, and his hand started bleeding. Like, he didn't hit me, but it was just a very scary situation.
Sure. I understand like how that could be so scary, and it sounds like that would be such an intimidating situation to be in, and like you really wouldn't know how to react in the moment, especially because you're sort of balancing like having this great level of love for him and having anger for him at the same time. So I think that's a completely valid way to feel in a situation that you are finding yourself. So what I'm hearing is that your boyfriend's aggression whenever he's fighting with you is stressing you out, and it's making you feel sort of lost about how to handle the relationship and just how to carry things on from here. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, like I said, it makes complete sense that you would be feeling the way that you are feeling. And I want to compliment you because it takes a lot of strength, like I said, for you to be here talking with someone. And in all honesty, it shows that you have strength to begin with, and it shows that you hold your relationship to a really high regard, and that's such an important quality, and I want you to always remember that and just be aware that it says a lot about you as a person. And throughout our time together, I understand, and I'll do my best to work with you on you wanting to protect him and to be mindful of him learning something from this experience, and him, becoming a more effective communicator with you. And so I will do my best to try and give you advice and help you work through some of those fights so that you can just navigate a little bit easier. However, I also want to make sure that you know how important you are and your safety is in this situation, whatever the outcome may be. And that's probably what my priority is going to be, working with you, because you are important and you have a lot of value and worth as a human being, even though it might feel like you don't whenever he insults you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I want to, for some of our time that we spend together, to be working on your own self-confidence and understanding that some of those habits that he's showing, Erica, are dangerous red flags, and they could seriously lead to some further abuse if you're not careful, and if he becomes too comfortable, and it's no one's fault. It just you could be working as hard as you possibly could, and none of it could prevent it from happening. And so that's something that I just want for us to look out for, and I just want to make you prepared and build you up into the person that I know you're strong enough to be, and that I can clearly see it. So I want to bring out those qualities and make sure that you have them on hand in case of another big fight comes up, or with the potential of a breakup even. So
yeah, I understand, and I don't want to break up with him. Like, I know that we can figure it out, we can work it out, but I think that would be very helpful for me.
Mm-hmm. Just to have on hand, just in case. So, well, that's great. I really appreciate you keeping an open mind, even though you say that's really not what you want. Yeah, and I think that it's great that you acknowledge there's still good skills to have in your back pocket. So I think you're really going to benefit from them as well, and they will serve you not only now in this situation, but for the rest of your life. So anyways, thanks again for coming in, and I look forward to working more with you, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.